Why the hell did an r/ask Reddit video just start playing?
For a second, I thought that was their response, just like, why the hell would I find water? I would just slap the kid then and there and be like, 3 days no water and you're dead.
I'm so confused now. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so he's not back yet.
No, he is.
Yes.
Alright,
Okay.
so... you asked him about the water. I hadn't gotten to dealing with the water yet. My main priority was to have something to defend myself, and then I could focus on food and water.
3 days, no water. And you
Nice.
die.
Well, he had it.
Yeah, but there's a river about 2 hours away from here.
2 hours away from here. Then you did find water.
Well, I've lived in this town my entire life. I know where the river is from here.
That could hardly be counted as part of the challenge, then.
Well, prior knowledge works. Alright, you're coming back with us. Unless, of course, you want to try and resist.
Sure, let's go, I guess.
I'm not sure if he just said yeah.
I'm saying no. Like, is he saying, sure, let's go, as in we're having a fight, or sure, let's go back? Better.
Like, I'm getting a few mixed signals here.
How would Merlin interpret it?
He would interpret it as I'm going to, sure, let's have a fight, probably.
Immediately fireballs the kid.
Luckily, I have counterspell now, so I would stop that.
I'll cast it off away, baby. Man,
Funny is that we will run out of you'll run out of fireballs the same time I run out of counterspell.
In that case, we shall start guiding him out of the forest, back on the trail, and then take him home.
Alright. It's a half-hour trip, so you guys get back.
God, he moved so... not even an hour away from town. Oh, wow.
Well, the other two made a break for it and they didn't get all that far before they got caught. He set up a trap.
Yeah, which was clever. Along the
It was clever.
way,
It didn't help, but it was clever.
along the way, Prohoof would actually give some pointers when it came to using a bow.
Do I hear this?
I mean, yeah, most likely.
Prahoof, would you like to try and use this bow to give him a demonstration?
Huh?
Would you like to use this bow to give him a demonstration?
His bow?
Yep.
Well, I would actually like
It sounds like you're going to become one of my next teachers.
Prohoof would actually like to take a look at the bow that I made.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Alright, let me just double check what mine is.
Echo's just sort of keeping an eye around and on the kid.
It is -1 quality, -2 material, so it's a -3 bow to hit.
Hmm.
Man, gets a nat 20.
Means that,
not even nat 20.
that means that kid normally has a +8 to hit.
So, Prohoof
Archery
looks at...
expertise.
Nice.
So Proof, after looking at that, he says, "You know what? I have to say, you are probably usually a very good archer. Just this bow, while you did a good job making it as fast as you did, not the best of quality."
I'm the best in my class when it comes to archery, not the best when it comes to making things.
That may be something to improve upon.
Did you make your bow?
No. This one was actually given to me as a gift.
Did you make
No,
your
I will-
previous bow?
No, unfortunately, I did not.
That was given to him as a gift as well.
Maybe you should work on that.
Yeah. Honestly, that's something both me and you do need to work on.
Frankly, I think if I have this correct, every bow you've had have been a gift.
They have.
Your armor has been the only thing that you've bought.
No, he bought all those arrows.
Yeah. And pretty much everything I've bought, or I took off of a dead body, this is meta. Like the warm shield, which is no longer warm, which is sad.
The not so warm shield.
Not gonna lie, I liked the sass on this kid with that.
So,
Honestly, Pohoof has given him that because he does have a point.
how long is isolation gonna be for you?
I was away for 3 days, so it should only be 4 days.
Right. Once we get back in town, I'll find Tara.
You're able to find them. They're pretty much at the border waiting for you.
I just... Tara, can I speak to you for a second?
Sure. He didn't actually take out one of his, did he?
No.
No. But I need to talk about what we saw.
Alright.
So it'll be like, firstly, tell them where to take him to isolation.
There's 2 other students waiting there to take him there.
Right. Secondly,
I was more than happy to hand pass him off.
he says he's been out there for 1 to 3 days. Is that correct?
Should have been 2.5, almost 3.
And he was a half hour away from town.
Really? Normally people just keep walking.
He set up a campsite,
He attempted
and he
to
found
set up
himself weapons.
An attempt
that's
to
not
shoot
bad.
us.
He had been out there for almost 3 days, and he had not taken care of his water situation.
But he did know the location of the river, so technically that was taken care of.
Yes, but knowing and actually fighting it is a different story. So, he did semi-good with his setup, but he was only half an hour away. What made the other 2 so easy to find?
They just started walking, they didn't really stop.
So they basically passed out on the road at some point.
Oh no, they got caught before they passed out. The first person just took the road. The other one went through the forest.
Interesting. I'll carry on. However, if there is a time where things might look dire, would probably recommend keeping some sort of tracking that you could keep an eye on, so that whoever's trying to find them, if it's been too many days and you haven't seen the child, you could find them yourself.
I mean, if they die, we can just replace them.
What about the boarding situation?
Make it even easier to replace them.
Delivery?
Were they from a wealthy Don't tell me that they're from the bloodlines.
Oh no, that was just some commoner's kid that I found in this town.
Alright. Wait, hang on. Hold up. Wait.
That makes sense.
No,
He did say he...
Meta. Time out. She lied to us.
Yes, she did. Within the town
Without her
borders.
voice, within the town borders. That means that the church either isn't working or she has something stopping the thing working on her.
The church
Correct.
did seem like very vacant. So, well, yeah, it's quite likely she's done something so that it doesn't work on her.
Right.
But the church was almost vacant, and we were told that they were busy dealing with something.
So, do we see? So, just give us an update what Tara looks like currently for us, if you could. Just for a reminder, because I don't think we've had a picture of Tara for a bit.
So how did
Sure, let me get it.
Echo would probably like. So how did you work around the whole can't lie in town thing?
Magic, of course. They pretty much just hold up a pendant.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, if you need us to look for another kid, we can do so.
We don't get paid for this, do we?
Oh, no, of course you do. They hold out about 500 gold for each of these.
Thank you.
Quite a bit of a sum.
Oh, by the way, Zarfix, you owe the school 1, 2, 3, 1,500 gold.
Did I not already put money into that fund?
Meta, it's because she gave us money.
I have a feeling.
Because 500 for each of us, that's 1,500.
Equals 1,500, yeah.
Oh, God.
Does he owe that because that's the exact sum you just paid us?
I cannot go into the school's economics.
Yeah, it's definitely because it's what she paid us.
Alright. If Prohoof and I leave and you talk to the founder, would you then be able to talk about the school's economics?
I cannot talk about the school's economics.
Does she have a shit-eating grin on her face?
Yes.
So I will.
Are we giving this money back? Because it's clearly what she just said you owe.
Oh no, you keep that money. I hand over 1,000 and let her, hold on to the 500 that she was going to give to me.
Alright.
I'm going to be hopefully setting up a fund for the rest of the school. I'm going to put 7K in, and remember, I'm not made out of money. This money is meant to make sure that the students learn.
As you say that, you literally just iced Echo. You could always sell off his bits.
No.
Meta, I just want to ask, this is the alchemist, right?
Yep.
Yes. Alchemist
Meta,
Tara, I believe the wife
what
of
the
Otto.
hell were you thinking putting her in charge of the damn school?
There was literally no one else. She was the only one that came for the job, and she made sure that she was the only one for the job.
Yeah.
She walked up to Echo and Zarthix with all the other flyers about the headmistress and said, "I'm it."
That's cool.
Yeah.
I have to say,
I spent a lot of money, to Otto to get my body to this state. I'm not just going to sell it off to just whatever.
Fair enough.
Well, business is done. Let us head to Otto. I remember that I have some adamantine to drop off to him.
She goes back to the school.
So when she's gone, Prohoof is just going to look at Echo and Sarthex and say, "So, were either of you surprised about how nonchalantly she said that she could just replace a student if they died?"
Magic. I'm assuming that they'd probably maybe have some way of either casting clone on them. Might have that. No, that costs a lot of money, though. Ridiculous amount.
Maybe resurrection.
Again, ridiculous amount. That would more than likely require a partnership with the church. She might have some potions for that.
My idea is they're all orphans.
Quite possibly, or their parents don't give a damn about them.
Yep. Anyway,
I'm honestly genuinely worried for those children's safety now.
Or their parents are just so horribly indebted to her that they have no other choice.
Yeah, that one sounds more likely. Now, how much goes into party fund again?
don't worry about that. You guys keep that. I head off to Otto.
You arrive at a store. He's now... well, he looks rather tired.
Forgot to say I've got some adamantine if you'd like it.
Oh. Adamantine. Yeah, I was just putting adamantine on the tires.
What's the going rate for adamantine?
That's my wife's thing. She has not given me updated prices. I need to get the updated prices. If you just place it there, next time you come around, I'll give you the money for it.
Right. I take out this bundle of adamantine wire and wrapped in cloth.
Wire made out of adamantine?
Yep.
Yeah.
You string it up tight, and it cuts through anything that isn't magical.
Fun fact, I got eviscerated by these wires at one stage.
Yeah, Echo just gestures to Zarthix and himself. We are speaking from experience.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've been lucky enough to be resurrected once. I'm not looking to be like a celestial. I'm not gonna take chances.
Fair enough. Is there anything else I can do for you?
It should be fine.
I get more money.
You can see that your cart now has adamantine spikes in the actual wheels.
Right.
That'll be handy in case anyone tries to ram us from the side.
So, meta, I have to say those spikes sound pretty metal. I'm sorry, I had to. It was there. I had to.
Was it worth it?
It was worth it. It was worth losing all your respect.
Oh, Prohoof. That would imply that you had any to begin with.
Oh, that hurts even more. Oh. Why you hurt me so?
Ouch.
You're welcome.
Oh, my pride. I gotta go cry in the corner for a little bit. But actually, I gotta go to the bathroom, so BRB.
Alright.
Yeah. Is the cat just sitting in a corner? Or just off to the side?
Pretty
told him just yeah. Alright, so what next? The only job that's really left on the board is to go to the mountain to get those eggs for Tara, and I think we both agree that's a bad idea.
Right, I heard about that job. I'm fairly sure a group of adventurers an adventurer just arrived back. Apparently kobolds mauled the rest of his party.
Well, that's what you get for dealing with dragons and other dragon-like creatures. If you don't treat them with respect, they'll eat you.
At least he got a few of the eggs, though. That's something, I guess.
What type of eggs are they?
They should be kobold eggs.
Oh. I think that might be... did she tell Atlas about this?
Not that I know of, but she could have. I don't know.
I feel like this is something that should... I feel like this is something that she should be telling people, in case there's retribution coming.
I can say reasonably confidently that it can't be blamed on me.
Not been blamed on me either. However, I guess that's going to be what we do. We'll keep an eye out just in case a kobold and martyr's coming our way.
Meta, what's going on? What are you guys talking about?
So that mission
Kobold
that
eggs.
the mission that Tyra came up to like you and me a couple sessions back when Zarthix wasn't with us, still unconscious. A group of adventurers went and did it. One has come back. The rest of the party was mauled by kobolds, and he brought a few eggs back.
Ah. Is there anyone like near us listening to us talk?
Besides
really.
Otto.
Oh.
Besides Otto, who we should really leave, then he can get back to resting.
Yeah.
We are. I am going to head away after I've left the adamantine there.
Yeah.
Alright.
I believe Otto's word, because Otto hasn't done anything wrong to Zarthix yet.
Mm.
And I'm not sure if Otto also can lie. So.
Honestly, Echo just leaves. I'm looking forward to seeing what else you do to the card.
I feel
If
like
you're
he's
doing
going
anything else.
I think he's going to use the adamantine wire I just brought in for something as well.
So you know the Hero Forge thingy that I was just working on for him?
Yeah.
You know how he went from a mithril smith thingy to a adamantine one?
He's gonna turn the wire into thread and for his apron and bag, yeah. Nice.
You know what? I was expecting that.
Nice.
Actually, the fact that you got like 4 pounds of that's a lot of adamantine.
Wire.
Yeah. Because isn't adamantine lighter than steel?
Yep.
We found that out just a little bit ago. You'd think it's heavier, but it's lighter, and then mithril is lighter still. It's just like, what?
Yeah, I was actually really shocked. James was the one who first told me about that.
James is the one that told us as well.
James, how do you learn this thing? Where do you get the well of knowledge?
Research.
Screw that.
Holy crap, adamantine might be the optimal material for bullets. That's a future. That's a future thought.
Yeah, lightweight
well, here's the
and
thing, right? Yeah, here's the thing, right? If I have this right, adamantine in some people's worlds is counted as something that deals double damage to buildings. So if you added that to the property, then you've got, bullets that are just cracking stone and leaving large holes in it, like real bullets. Except every bullet is now 50 cal, without being a 50 cal.
Tank shell, but it's adamantine.
Tank shell, but it's coming.
Okay, so have you heard of the tungsten rod from space?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Basically, that's what you're doing if you make a tank shell but adamantine, and it would leave a large crater. It would probably be the equivalent of a fireball.
What about an adamantine rod from outer space?
Sorry, did you want to crack the world in two?
Yes,
wait, it's lighter, so no. The reason why the tungsten rod works is because it's heavier, it's denser.
Oh.
So, That's why you need to shoot it. So you'd have to shoot it from space to do that.
Okay.
So not falling from space, it would need to be shot.
Alright. So, what are you doing?
That's a good question.
Well, we'll go find that survivor.
I'm not sure why. Echo would rather leave that business to itself. To
No, I
run
want to
whatever
say,
course.
I'm gonna ask if he took any divert routes before he got back here, sort of thing, or if he just came straight back here.
Okay, in case you need to prepare for.
Kobold.
Yeah.
Okay, you find the survivor. They are pretty much in an inn telling their story.
I
Pahoof is actually going to kind of just chill out outside.
do I know how much drinks are here?
They're about a silver.
They're a silver. How many people are in here?
30 or so?
30 or so. Alright, I put 3 gold on the table. A round on me for everyone.
Alright.
And then I go over to the dude who's telling his tale. So I hear you came back from the mountain.
Yep, that's me.
So, what was it like? How high were you?
About a third, just over a third of the way up. It was rather cold.
As expected. So, I hate to ask so many questions, but did the kobolds yell anything that you could understand?
Get 'em, lads.
Did they scream for vengeance?
Man is stealing kobold child. Wasn't really focused on what they were yelling. I was more trying not to die up there.
That's understandable. I heard that your comrades fell, so that's why I have ordered some drinks in their memory.
Oh, we weren't exactly close. This was our first thingy together.
Still, honor the fallen. So, the hero of the story is you. Tell me what happened up there.
Well, we made our way up there. The kobolds were sleeping at the time. We snuck in, grabbed a bunch of the eggs, and then one of them dropped. They hit the ground, they rolled over and woke up a kobold. That kobold started yelling, we started fighting, and we made our way out. As we were making our way out, a few of them... well, they didn't.
Understandable.
Then this other guy fought his way all the way down, but he got... So kobolds aren't really good at making weapons. Did you know that? Their swords sort of bend when you get hit by them.
Meta. Would I know this?
Yeah, you'd reasonably know
I
that.
was... Alright. I've had my fair share of kobolds.
Meta, Echo's just thinking, what is it with the first mission in Adventurers? They always get in over their heads, and then most of the party dies.
It seems to...
Like, meta, that's just what's going on in Echo's head.
He sort of holds up one of the kobold swords. It has not been sharpened at all. It's basically a metal rod less than a sword.
Right.
It deals
Interesting.
1d4 bludgeoning damage instead of 1d6 stabbing damage.
Interesting. So
No,
helping
they're
with meta question. Kobold eggs, are they really that robust? Kobolds are rather small.
They're about a foot in size.
It's quite a big egg.
Kobolds range
And-
anywhere from 2 feet to 5.5 feet.
Oh, so
At least from what you've seen. Though the larger ones normally have either wings or more defined heads.
Oh, you know what? I just realized those big kobolds are taller than Prahoof.
Yep.
Alright. Well, thank you for the story. And I hope you enjoy the round on me.
But yeah, we stole like 80 kobold eggs.
How many did you end up getting back?
No, that's how many we got back. There was like 300 in the cave.
Right. Well, what's your name?
Michael.
Michael. I'm Zarfix.
Oh, hello, Zarfix. But yeah, you should really speak to Tara. She's got a bunch of jobs lined up like these. Pay was great as well.
I'm not a fan of dealing with dragons. I might have a bias, what you say, towards dragons. I respect them a little more than most. Also, Tara is already doing a job for me. She's the head mistress at my school. I can get away with saying that she actually works for me. It's hilarious.
Meta, I feel like you're going to pay for that.
No, there is no. I already pay for it. I already pay for it. Alright. Well, Michael, enjoy the night. I go over to I join up with Echo and Perhoof again.
I think Prahoof was the only one actually not with you guys, and that's mainly because he just wanted to stay outside and, I don't know, kind of chill.
Then I go back to Echo and I say,
hold on, James. Were you saying something?
Kaka.
Oh.
no help at all. He seems to be enjoying having the limelight on him, but he has no information about if there will be a counterattack or not.
Oh.
The idea didn't even enter his mind.
Kobolds are a draconic creature.
Yeah, Prohoof and I had to kill a few in that dungeon that we set up when him and the cat first dropped.
Oh yeah, they all stabbed me multiple times.
Yes, unfortunately, that means I have a certain bias towards them. However, I also have a bias towards this town, Echo. So, if there is a counterattack, we leave none alive. Not a single one alive.
Sure. I mean, I certainly learned what I'm assuming was the lesson of that floor. Sometimes there's just no way to talk out of a situation.
Would you want me to set up a lookout to the south?
You just pop your head in. Sorry, did I hear about looking out?
No, you came back to Prahoof and Echo.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No, Echo was with you, but you came back to Prahoof.
Yeah, so you'll need to watch out for a counterattack. I don't think he took any steps to mask his trail.
Meta,
course.
why do I feel like a dragon's gonna come?
If a dragon comes, I'm not attacking it.
Oh, yeah. No, Prahoof is... Honestly, Prahoof is gonna... Well, he might actually try and hide his arm.
And if it turns out that the white dragon that I got taught by owns these kobolds and he comes down to say hi to everyone, I am getting on my fucking hands and knees and saying, "It is good to see you, master."
Echo won't get on his hands and knees, but he will do a polite bow.
It's one of those. It would be one of those. Oh, it's a respectful bow that people do in a certain culture.
Gazer.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I think Gazer is typically done as apology.
Right.
I think.
Well, in that case, I just bow. If it is Gesmir, however, if it's not Gesmir, then I will still not attack him. And I will just look to Tara to see what she'd do. In fact, I will want to talk to Tara again about this.
Okay, Meta, like the gazer it is used to show deference to a person of higher status as a deep apology or to express the desire for a favor from said person. So you can use it as like, yeah, he is your master.
Right.
Is that the Japanese or Chinese one? I believe it's Japanese.
Pretty sure it's Japanese, yeah.
Yeah.
Considering that I see it in a lot of animes.
Yeah. Elemental traditional Japanese etiquette.
So, one thing that I will want to do is I'm going to go to Atlas.
You arrive at Atlas's office. The door is not on it, and you can see the person sitting at the table.
It's not the girl this time?
Oh, it's... what's her name sitting?
V.
V sitting at the table.
Yeah. So, gonna need to quickly talk to Atlas about something.
Echo has probably not followed you all the way there. This time he's probably just standing a little ways away, because this is largely your business, your sort of
They
idea.
just for you to go on through.
Alright, I walk to Atlas's office.
You can see Atlas sitting in his office, leaning back in his chair with his feet up.
I knock on the door, or not the door frame.
Yes.
Alright, so you are aware about Tara's bounties, jobs on the bounty board, yes?
Something about some kid?
The lizard eggs on the mountain.
Alright, kobold eggs.
Yeah,
it's fine if you go and do that.
The survivor that returned has not told me if he tried to make an effort to cover his tracks. That is my belief that means the kobolds may be coming for a counterattack. So, it's become an us problem because this is my town. This is my where I live. This is just as much my town as it is anyone else living here. So, it would be much appreciated if we could have some of the rangers heading south to keep an eye on things around here so that Prohoof and the rangers will be able to give us an update if anything happens.
Alright, I'm fine with that.
I'm waiting for someone to question my my choices with letting Tara be be the head of the school from other people, not just from this group. I'm waiting for other people to turn around and be like, "Why? She's making kids. She's making kids do this."
So meta, I will say, out of every single mortal that Prohoof has met, with the exception of the shadow guy, Tara is the mortal he dislikes the most so far.
Oh, here's the thing. I am not the biggest fan of Tara, but she has proven to be probably, if not the most capable of doing things. So as much as I would love to not take them up on their work offers, they're more qualified than most people.
Yeah, it was the whole reason why It's the whole reason why she just said that she is the headmistress, because there was no one else qualified than her.
And another better thing, if you knew what Zarfix had to go through to learn as much as he did on that mountain, they are getting light treatment compared to Zarthix. And compared to what we've had to go through since our merry band got together, they're getting light treatment compared to us as well.
So I guess that explains why Sarthex is being so cold. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
That's the second time we're changing.
You get one more.
Echo, you're no longer Bard. Prohoof, you're now Bard. Congratulations.
Oh man.
No, the thing I can still be a bard. He'll be, I don't know, discount bard.
Discount Bard. Alright, so
I'm sorry. I have to make these puns. I'm at that stage of being tired.
it's cool.
It doesn't bother me.
I feel like these games of Doom to only go for an hour and a half, 2 hours and a half anyway, because of someone. Anyway.
I mean, honestly, I'm fine. It's when I get pissed off tired that I need to go to bed. And I'm a good ways away from that.
Give me 40 minutes.
I could change that. Prohoof, I'm attacking her.
Oh, that's not pissed off tired. That's rage tired.
That's rage tired. I just turn around, just start stabbing you. You're just like, what are you doing?
Don't
you would have chosen one.
I could make it worse. I could hold person him for you to make it even easier.
So, for the next few days, we'll probably just keep an eye and ear out with Prohoof. Just
Prohoof.
Alright, so what are you doing for the 4 weeks?
Oh, so there is an counter attack.
There is not one.
No, it's there's one, but it's also for the fact that Otto has Arcane for 4 weeks.
I'm going to start working on another spell.
I was just gonna ask if you, meta-wise, how long would it take to train like a proficiency in a weapon?
Training should be, I think it's 250 days.
Okay, so no matter what, okay.
I could train you in something on our way to the Goblin Isles. That's what I could do.
Yeah, my plan was to have Prohoof, and I think one ability, not Prohoof, have Echo teach Prohoof the Lucky Feat, and maybe Sarthex.
Wait, can you teach feats?
Yeah, half the time.
Yeah, so long as there is someone who has that feat to teach them.
Echo, I'm giving you the Warcaster feat.
The big thing is, Echo will almost always have a spare hand now that he has 4.
I mean...
Oh, shit, I keep forgetting Echo has 4 hands now.
Anyway, so I just realized I can get one more feat. Wait, did I? Hang on. I'm level 12. Did I get anything for being level 12? Is there a ability score
Did
that I
you?
got?
Yeah, you should
Should have
level. Yeah, you should have an ASI and ability, not ability score,
See,
and a feat.
yeah, should have been.
I'm going to be absolutely fuming if I forgot to do that, because, you know, then I have to go through the character sheet and try and figure out if I did it or didn't, and it's just a whole bunch of poppycock. And then
Oh,
I'm
speaking
going to
of that,
wait for
I need to
James to
add-
turn around and his eyes probably already twitching. He's just like, it would have been easier if you just did it on the sheet I supplied on the Roll20.
I mean, probably one of the easiest way to determine that would be to count how many feats Zarthix has.
I have 4 feats.
And that is one of those because did you pick variant human?
He's a fighter, remember? He gets
Fighter
extra.
gets 4, 6, and 8, I believe they get feats at those levels.
8.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Next
that's
one's at 12,
I got
isn't it?
one at 12, yeah.
So that should be
So-
4 just there, and then what's your intelligence?
I have a 5, and I'm pretty
have
sure.
you trained any feats that way, have you?
I'm pretty sure I got Prodigy before I got anything else, or as Linguist. It was one of the two, but I know that I got one of those at the start because I chose. No, because I'm the Dragon Mark. So if I do have 4, I don't remember picking up Warcaster or Mage Slayer at level 12 though. I do, for some reason, have 4, but I don't remember picking up anything from last time I leveled up, which was like a couple of sessions ago.
You know, it really sucks that no one here in the party actually has good feats for
Because I know Zarthix hasn't trained any feats.
Yeah, no, I haven't trained any feats, but I swear I got one off the bat, and I'm not sure how.
Oh, would Resilient be a good feat for either one of you? Because Prahoof does have that.
Is that the one that gives you wisdom, or is it con saves?
So you choose, at least the one I'm thinking of, so what it does is it gives you a +1 in any stat that you choose and a saving throw proficiency.
11
Yeah.
plus.
Choose one ability score, you can gain the following benefits. Increase the chosen ability score by 1 to a maximum of 20. You gain proficiency in saving throws using the chosen ability.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's actually how I got wisdom saves.
Which is weird.
11
Bards don't
plus
have wisdom saves
8.
as a thing. Because it's like their spellcasting modifier, ability score. That's the correct term. It's the stat that lets them cast their spells.
What is 11 times? Wait, hang on. So I have a D10, and that's a 6, right?
Yep.
So 11 times 8 plus 12 from level 1. Yeah, okay, so I have not updated my character sheet. I just slapped the number 12 on, and that's all I did. Because my health is meant to be 100.
Also, after the session, can I get you to go through and update the Roll20 one as well so it matches?
Sure, but depending. So now I've got to look at what I want to do.
Wait. Hold on. So, hold on. So Sarthex, level 12 Sarthex has 100 HP?
Yes.
Yeah, because I believe you've just been taking the average, haven't you?
Yeah, okay, so that explains why Prahoof is literally only 8 HP away from you.
Bro, if you took tough, didn't you?
No, I did not. It's because I've been rolling, and I kid you not, the most recent ones I've gotten, I think, 2 10s, an 8, and 2 9s.
Oh, that's right. You have a D10 for your hit die.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say, like, you have a
I've been rolling good.
You have
Just,
two
just
two
remind
levels lower
me.
than me, and you have a higher HP than me.
Just remind me real quick, James. For the thing above 20, it's your level divided by 2, right? It's 20 plus your level divided by 2, yeah?
For stat cap, yes.
Yeah, so right now it's 26, I think. So I could go up into a +6 in intelligence and become big brain. Or I could take the tough feat and put up my constitution and go from just a mere 100 to what would that be? It would be +3, so it would be 12 on top plus 24. So that'd be 36, 136.
Damn. Almost double Echo's HP.
You want to have a rematch? The only difference is that I can't use my fucking what is it? My cantrips on you anymore, which was the main damaging factor against you, but last time.
Yeah, except also, are you sure you want to do that? Given that I'm just going to try and hold person you the entire time.
You run out of hold person. I start hitting you just with my backhand. Black Racer. It's just like, what are you doing? It's just like, I don't want you to accidentally eat my friend. And he's just like, fair point. Fair point.
It's like I run out of hold person. Joke's on you, 5th level hold creature.
Freeze.
Funnily enough,
freeze. Okay, you told me to freeze. Oh god, there's so many choices here. Because for the next 4 weeks, I guess we could jumpstart the training for Echo and his what you want to get trained in in a certain type of weapon.
Wave. Trident. just then I can add my proficiency bonus in case I ever want to attack with wave.
I mean, you have a dagger of light. And wave. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're one of the most powerful bards on the south side.
You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure Prohoof's proficient in Whelm because he's proficient with
martial weapons. Yeah. Because you're a ranger who likes to have a bunch of different class features.
For the 4 weeks, can Prahoof train in charisma? Wait a minute, charisma? Yeah, charisma.
So if I increase my intelligence and put 1 point into con, that means I'm ready to get another feat later. If I take the tough feat, I'll have another feat that I can take later, which when I get to level... What's the next level that...
Alright, while you're working on this, I'm going to go grab a drink.
Yeah. Also, if you up your con, you'll also be able to attune to another magic item. The amount of magic items you can attune to will increase.
Yeah, so...
It's funny,
currently...
the item Prahoof has as well. Well, attuned magic item.
Yeah. Echo has 2 attuned magic items.
Yeah, so I put 1 point into intelligence, which brings me up to 26. Not 26, to 22. Nice. If I was at 26 intelligence already, Jesus.
Don't forget, I do have...
I mean, Echo is at like 26 charisma.
I do have the resilience.
No, he's at 24. He's at 24 charisma. He needs to get to level 12 to get to 26 charisma.
But we don't really have a tank of the party, so I think I might just go... Because I can always increase my intelligence next time.
Prahoof is... once he gets to Sarthex's level, he'll be a kind of tank. And that's mainly because then he'll be much more optimized for melee combat.
The thing is, I think we don't. The problem is, like, we probably would have a tank of the party if. And I'm not trying to throw shade on him. Like,
Oh, he's throwing shade.
if his real life situation was better and he was able to join us more often for sessions, and we were able to get him to a similar level that is Pro-Hoof now, we would actually have it. Well, our party would be relatively well rounded.
Yeah.
We'd have a tank. We'd have a tank, which would be Cat. We'd have the melee damage dealer, which is Zarthix. We'd have our long range specialist, which is Pro-Hoof, and we have the magic healer dude, which is Echo.
Yeah, so if I do increase my con and go for the tough feat, I just basically go up to 136 health.
Ooh, God. Yeah, that's good. That is good.
I think I'll do that just for the sake of the fact that we do have someone who has other things that they have to deal with, which is 100% understandable.
Fine, yeah. Again, I was by no means trying to throw shade at, I think, Rin.
Again, if you guys say if you need a saving throw proficiency or need to gain one, Pro-Hoof does have Resilient, and he can teach you the feat.
It's funnily enough, the Jack of all trades applies to saving throws. So Echo's saving throws aren't, whilst most of them aren't, they're not great, but they're not terrible.
Bards are fantastic. I actually like them a lot after having played one for that one shot.
Yeah.
I do actually enjoy them. They could actually end up beating cleric and paladin as two of my favorite classes so far.
You'll never guess what my favorite class is.
What is it?
As I said, you'll never guess.
Well, I have a guess of two. One is because I believe one is the one that you play the most, and the other is because of a very specific character.
So what is the one that I've played the most?
I think you said a couple times that you've played barbarians the most.
Right.
And the specific character I'm talking about is Tech.
Well, you're not wrong. Tech is a good character. And if it weren't for the fact that I didn't want to make a repeat character like that, I'd probably have played a Celestial Goblin.
Yeah.
Falls. Starts swimming in water. Just screaming eternally as he's in water, falling, swimming, gets out of the water. What's going on?
Well, you see, we kind of fell from way up there and fell in this thing. No idea how. I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know.
All right,
Who
so
are
I have
you?
taken the. I'm who? Who are you?
I'm
no.
you.
I'm me. I'm me. You're you? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Are we gonna have to change our fighters into? Oh, that's great. I think we. Apologies, James, but whilst you've been gone, me and Echo may have had another dual character idea for your games.
And it's again terrible.
It's again terrible.
It's going to destroy our voice.
Celestial goblins. I'm me. He's you.
Alright, so what would you like to do?
So I decided on fixing up my character sheet. I have set it up so it is. I've taken tough and I've put some into constitution, and the reason for that, as said on stream earlier, was because if we had our tank with us, I wouldn't be looking at putting too much into trying to be quite a high beefy HP, but because we don't have
Yeah, we don't have a dedicated tank.
we don't have a full dedicated tank, so I have sacrificed my chance of getting, I don't know, some sort of extra boost to my intelligence until I'm level, I think it's 16.
Might be level 14. I don't know.
It is 14. So it's not that bad that I've lost it. Oh dear God, next level. Oh dear.
Indomitable. 2 uses.
Oh no. Something for Zarfix. Your proficiency bonus goes up. Did someone say a 15 Arcana, a passive of 25?
Nice.
And then at that time, I'd get another level, so I'd get another level in intelligence. So it would be. Did someone say a passive 26? And I'd just be sitting there, just like, I suddenly understand how 7th, 8th, and 9th level spells actually work, though I still can't cast them. I'm very good at theory. Practice.
It's just like Echo.
Everything.
Echo. Use this spell I made.
Echo, use the spell I made, accidentally creates another celestial wraith. Why do I keep making celestial wraiths?
So for the 4 weeks, since it takes a month for Prohoof to train a stat, I'm gonna have him train intelligence.
Alright. What's everyone else doing?
I'm not sure if I can train a stat. No, I can't. Training
Why can't you train?
Because I have a +5 to intelligence, and there is no way that I'm getting anything above that for intelligence.
No, you can train like something else.
My con is a 16, which is a +3, so even if I wanted to get 1 point into that, and I'm pretty sure it takes double the amount of time for mortals to do what celestials can do.
No, it's just a month.
Oh, it's just a month?
5 weeks.
It's just that in the first year the celestials are there, they have the time is drastically shorter.
Right. I guess what I would do is I could always look at going to Echo and asking him to give me some lessons on how to speak, considering that I'm very blunt. I have a -1, so if he can help me there.
Yeah, I could help you out with training.
So what happens if you have a -1? Does that mean you get a +1?
Yep.
Or just right?
Echo is gonna train his wisdom.
And meanwhile, during that training, I'm also gonna start giving you tidbits on how to do some stabby stabs.
If it's easier to do that, just as we're going to the Goblin Isles, we could do that.
No, but we can do it now, and it's just like we can do it at the same time. Just speed up the process, so by the time we are at the Goblin Isles, you will have 100%.
Yeah. The other question is that training a stat takes 8 hours a day for the entire time it takes to do it. Yeah, James. Yep. Yeah. So I don't know, like, if you would have enough time a day
here's the thing, right? If I give you, if we have an entire month, which
we have just under a month,
20 days,
25 days. 5 weeks is a month. We have 4 weeks until the card is done.
Oh, okay. So can't really roll yet.
Oh well, see, so
I mean, we could still just like stick around in town for that last week.
Yeah, we'll stick around for just 1 month. Look, we know everyone who every other group is waiting for us to get to the same timeline as them, but watch as we accidentally skyrocket past them by a decade. I'm pretty sure
If that happens, we'll be able to meet at least one of them.
Hey, finally! Yay!
I say that because of a situation that some of them have found themselves in.
I want to meet Nathan and kill a religion's god.
Wow.
I'm
There's
joking.
lawful evil one again.
Walks up to Nathan. Do you
That's not
bleed?
even lawful. That's not even lawful evil.
That's just straight up evil. You're going into Echo territory.
Yes.
Even though
I
Echo
know.
doesn't
I'm
like
making a
evil.
joke. That was a joke.
The
Walks
thing
up
is,
to Nathan. Do you bleed?
Do you bleed?
I mean,
You will.
Wait. You're gonna turn around and use the same line that Torfak used on you? Do you bleed?
the thing is,
God.
someone asked, statistically, seeing as that looks like flesh and that looks like skin, it looks like a normal person coated in armor. Statistically, it means he should bleed, unless he's some form of undead. At which point,
He doesn't bleed. He's like, he's
Hey
undead.
James, is it okay if I go ahead and roll the intelligence? Because I know I'll forget if I
Sure,
go
if you're
roll.
spending a week.
Yeah, well, we're spending the month here.
okay, so
I shall also roll. Oh,
Do you think that increases
least-
my intelligence?
At least it wasn't a double
a
critical.
Yeah.
plus 1. All right, let's see. Oh, hey, it's a 17.
And here's my wisdom.
It increases by
Roll.
1.
Huzzah!
Yay! That increases it by 1 because I only have a wisdom of 13.
I call hacking. They took my good rolls.
Damn straight. Watch as I roll another 5 good rolls right here.
It seems
Guess
if any
what, guys?
happens to have force.
Yeah, look at that. 4 2s. That's actually a pretty high amount of 2s there.
Yeah.
I missed the 0. And imagine
Okay.
if there were if I got 4 nat 20s and 1 nat 1 there, I'd probably cry because that's 4 nat 20s in a row, and I'd fucking cry because I just wasted all of those, and it would just.
I can understand how it feels just going
Hang on,
off.
James.
Yep.
The chances of getting 4 nat 20s in a row, they're like astronomical, aren't they?
400, 8,000, 32, 320,000-ish.
320,000 in one chance. Sorry, in 4.
Yeah.
2,
4
4,
in
8, 16. Huh. The 2s are only a 1 in 16 chance.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be higher than that.
Yeah.
No.
But,
If that ever happened, what would you do if a player just rolled the 5d20 and you saw 5 nat 20s in a row? Would you at least give them an
he
inspiration?
would laugh.
I would point and laugh.
Yeah, I was just saying, he would laugh. Those are 5 nat 20s that person's just wasted.
Yeah, oh man, imagine if someone had all 4 of the all 3 extra attacks, made the attacks, got all nat 20s for the attacks, but then on the next turn they got nat 1s and they just broke their sword. They're just sitting there just like, I was doing so good and now I'm doing so bad.
For a
and
second there, I felt what it was like to be a god. Now I am nothing.
Your
I knew
sword
what it felt
struck
like.
so well that after those few hits, everything else just broke it.
Yeah. So
But I
After
understand
that-
how you would have meta and Lord. I understand how you would have felt that. I only rolled 3 times in yesterday's session. The first was a natural 1. The 2
Ouch.
subsequent ones for wild magic, the thing that I want to happen, they were both natural 20s.
oh
I only rolled 3 times that session.
Honestly, I really wish that if with the wild magic table, if you got to a certain level, if you got a nat 20, you could turn around and say, I make wild magic search anyway, and I choose what happens. When you're a high enough level, of course.
Is the wild magic table a ability check?
It's not an ability check. Last
That
I
is
checked, it's
unfortunate.
like you roll.
Yeah.
I think it's like you roll d20, and if you get a 1, it procs, and then it's a d100 roll, and it's whatever's on the table. Either homebrewed or the one that is in the book.
If only it was a ability check, then you could choose to fail.
Oh yes. If it was an ability check, he would definitely choose to fail all the time. And if it was one that you can't choose to fail, but it was an ability check, lucky.
I mean, all you have to do is have a divination wizard who has the luck feat, because I'm pretty sure the luck feat allows you to take any roll that you get, right?
The lucky feat? Yeah, it's any d20.
So if you just had a divination wizard who kept going for nat ones, and then when they get a nat 1 for their divination thing, they just wait for the wild mage to use their wild mage thing, and then just say, "Oh, you rolled a 1, tee-hee."
Alright.
And then it turns around and bites them on the ass because fireball at feet at 5th level.
So, back on top. You all did the training for the month, and you're going to go through the cart.
Yep.
Yep, the wheels are actually made out of adamantine.
Oh.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
a lot of the walls have mithril wiring attached to them to keep that sturdy, basically making it a lot harder for everything to fall apart. It's a bit like everywhere that there was that there was regular rope holding things together, it's now just mithril wire.
Right.
The likelihood of someone trying to steal our cart now just shot through the roof.
Suddenly, I had PTSD about leaving Hades alone with it.
Hades is now just part of it. You can see him just.
Here's what we do. We need to do it so that Hades looks as intimidating as possible so that people don't go near them.
There is also just a door in the side of the car. On the inside of it, there is just a door.
Otto,
What?
what's with the door?
I didn't want to ask.
What?
Oh, the alchemist had it installed.
Oh.
Anyone wanna mess with it?
You can go right ahead, Proof.
If I die?
It is your own
I'll
fault.
be back. Prohoof is going to go over to the door carefully and open it.
Oh.
Okay, inside of that door you can see a living room. And a staircase, and 4 doors.
Oh,
I look at my bag of holding. Oh dear.
Prohoof didn't go inside. He just opened the door and just outside.
Beacon. You're being a sticky beak.
So, Otto, why did you want our cart to do this and then that?
You are like my second highest paying customer. If you guys die, then I lose revenue. So I consider it an investment in future profits.
Adamantine duds now.
Prohoof's going to pop his head out of the car and he's going to ask, "How hot? What number am I for your paying customers?"
I think it's collectively Proof.
Yeah. What did you say, Zafix?
Like meta.
I asked Meta, is he wearing adamantine duds now?
Yep.
Not.
Well, so what was with the door? Because Echo didn't go up through it.
There's multiple rooms, a staircase.
There's also a letter sitting on the table.
All right, let's leave our other items outside of that part of the cart.
Didn't you say one time, like, places where they're bigger on the inside than the outside, you don't want to take a bag of holding?
Yeah, that's why we want to put bags of holding in a separate area.
Why I'm standing. That is why I'm not going to go through that door until it is given the okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and just leave my bag of holding with you. And
Also,
just gives it to you.
Yeah. Also, Otto, I'm very much in admiration of your work with turning with changing almost all the ropes into mithril. Again, thank you. And the likelihood of someone wanting to steal our cart has now shot through the roof.
Oh, you can always just cover that in dirt and stuff like that, or just paint it.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, like true. That would make it look.
We cast prestidigitation to make it look like it's still wood.
And to make it like return it back, make it look more like a more normal cart, just tricked out with metal spikes.
Yeah.
The door and the door frame. The door frame itself is made of dark steel. The door itself is made out of some sort of wood. It appears to be arcane wood.
I will say Prohoof did also hand Echo his quiver of
quiver of holding. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I need to constantly remind myself about that. Oh, wait a minute, you know what? I just realized Prohoof doesn't actually have a bag of holding. He has the quiver of holding, so he just pretty much gave Echo his quiver of holding anyway.
Yep. Again, you could probably just start using the cat's bag of holding.
You see Alchemist walk downstairs and out of the, door.
Oh, hello.
Hey. The alterations are finished.
Thanks. Why did you want a door put in there? And what's through the door? I haven't looked. The other two haven't exactly told me.
I haven't looked in either.
Doorways access to the demiplane. It's an experiment I've been working on.
Is there a second demi-plane door that's connected to bring us back to this place? Or have you come to wherever we are?
Single door to single plane. I think if that door is ever destroyed, this plane is as well. I've got no idea what happened to the stuff there. All I know is that the demi-plane appears to be different from the pocket dimension which the bags of holding function from, as she holds up her bag of holding.
Oh, that's good to know.
Oh.
Thank you. Even if you are effectively using us as guinea pigs, thank you.
I'm glad you're aware of that fact.
Look, we've been used as guinea pigs from the get-go, let's face that. Not just by Tara, but there are many other people who are trying to use us as guinea pigs, and frankly, those people are Celestials.
Right. She gets out of the car and walks off. Have fun, people.
Alright. Let's go to the Goblin Isles.
Thanks again, Otto. Quick note, Prohoof, do you have enough food for your horses?
We should have plenty.
The horses are now Onyx horses. There's
double check the feed that I have.
Given that, if we're taking them all the way there, I don't think we're going to be able to get them on a boat. Get this on a boat.
We'll just be leaving. Actually, I think now wouldn't be the best time to say it, but we should leave this cart here.
Wait,
Get you into a bag of holding, and then me and Prohoof onto the horses, and we just go.
and if it didn't matter too much about the, it didn't matter. Echo was just bumming. If it didn't matter too much about the horses, you could probably cast reduce on it when we need to take it somewhere. We put the smaller version of the cart in one of our in like
It
our
would, it
biggest
would
bag
only
of
go one
holding.
size. Yeah, it would only go one size smaller for
Oh,
a minute, and then afterwards it would resize, and it would probably just get destroyed, just immediately.
Yeah.
No. I was just thinking of a way where we could still take the cart. Like, we needed to use it.
Carts
Because
can
without the
fit on
cart...
some ships, depending on the
Okay.
ship.
Yeah. So we could just try and get a ship that'll be able to take the cart.
No, no.
Problem is getting it back.
Well, if we can't get it back, at least we'll have the nicest car in the Goblin Isles.
Yeah. We should fill that up with some food. We could because how many rooms that was said?
4.
4.
Oh,
With
by
a
the way,
And
staircase
there's
leading
also
somewhere.
yeah.
according to my math, there's only about 200 days of feed left for the horses.
Right. How
So,
about feed for yourself?
I have nearly 500 days worth.
So if you stop feeding Prohoof and keep feeding horses, you've got plenty.
Well, I don't need food, so
Oh, 445 is what Prohoof has. You know, I initially didn't know where I put the feed, and then I just found a random spot that I put it in. I'm actually going to put it into the character sheet.
Probably a good idea.
Alright.
Oh, also, apologies, but my roommate is coming back this Thursday, so
Okay.
on Monday, next Monday, I will no longer have that 1 to 2 swearing session limit because it will be used up by my roommate.
So,
Again, I feel like if there was like a limit for every group as to how much they could swear, it wouldn't matter how many times we'd like to swear, because our limit would have to be given to like one of the other groups.
Yeah.
so will we be taking the car or not?
Okay, so we will take the cart, but we'll want to put some food and water in there for Prohoof's sake.
I'll also.
So let's do a grand tour of the inside, shall we? Let's have a look at.
I'm assuming we have moved it out of the way for Otto.
I'd imagine so.
Yeah. Prahoof is actually. Prahoof's going to go off and grab or get orders set up for feed and extra stuff.
But yeah, once it's like out of the way for Otto and like not really in the way of anyone else, Echo is going to go through the door and like check out what's up the stairs at least.
James, how many days are in a year in your world?
375.
Huh?
375.
Oh, 375, okay.
For 15 months.
Prohoof is going to get. I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing the math correctly. He is going to get. So there's probably going to be a max amount of feed he can actually get. But he's going to try and aim for about 1,300 days of feed. No, wait a minute, that's 1,100 days of feed.
I can get you 1,200. That's about half of their monthly supply.
Alright, Prohoof will take that. How much will it cost? Actually, it depends on how much it costs before he can actually say if he'll be able to buy it or not.
Each one should be 5 silver.
Dang it, I need my calculator just to do that now.
It's a 0.5 gold. No, it's 10 silver. Is it 10 silver per gold?
Yes.
Yeah, 0.5 gold.
Yes, and that's not the issue I'm having. I'm just trying to figure out. So let's see. I'm just trying to figure out how much silver that would be, and I can then convert it into the gold.
Yeah. I think I wouldn't mind giving like Hades some experience just to like then the cart cat has like so then the cart cat has some power, but I can't do that because he's not going to be here to level his character.
That is going to be 600 gold, according to my math.
I was me and Echo grand tour.
Yeah. Echo's more interested in like the staircase where the alchemist came down.
Yep.
And then Prohoof is going
Echo, but wherever there isn't a bed is where you're going.
Oh, Echo doesn't mind that.
Because you don't need a bed, you can just sort of stand in one place and...
Yep.
Well, Prohoof is then going to get the cart in place where he can load on all the food, or all the feed, I should say, for the horses. And he's basically going to start loading it into the cart.
I kind of wish that there was a swivel chair because then I could just have like.
Do we have a tiny map of our new digs?
For some reason, I feel like James is about to say he hates you.
I feel like James might have disappeared again. James?
No, I'm here. I'm just loading it up.
Oh, you hear that, guys? We got a place to stay. I mean, we've got 3 places to stay now, but we've got a place to stay. We're now just murderers, not just murder hobos.
Hey, I'd like to say we can't exactly be canned as murder hobos. We haven't killed everyone we've come across, and we haven't tried to kill everyone we've come across. I'm talking about these 3 characters specifically.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I mean, we'll be forever tainted by the fact that Merlin and Ezra.
One of these days, bam, soon, straight to one of the moons of Celestia.
I mean, as long as it's the one with air on it.
Oh, that's right. One of the moons has air.
Just as long as it's not the one that has apparently werewolves on it. Like,
Oh my god, a moon with werewolves.
A moon with werewolves. Wait, hang on. So if they're on the dark side of the moon, does that mean that they're freezing their butts off because they're in several ways? And as soon as they're on the light side of the moon, they're back to being. So many questions.
that we do not need answered.
Yes, we don't, but me and you might.
This world is so weird.
You just send Echo up there. It's just like a.
No. I'm talking about me and you, the goblins.
Oh, yes. Okay, so
We'll make them both rangers.
there's even a cellar.
Alright, so
Okay.
we have a room to discuss things. We have a food. We have what looks to be Zarfix's study. Yes, that is my study.
Okay, the bedrooms are upstairs. There's only 3 beds anyway, so that's helpful. And there's a basement.
Perhoof, you get to have the largest bed. Unless, of course, we give that to Hades. But we're giving Perhoof the larger bed because he has a wingspan, and I feel like that would greatly impede greatly increase the need for a bigger bed.
Yeah. He cannot sleep on his back, according to James.
Yeah. So, and if you want maximum, and if you wanted maximum comfort, you'd rather have something that you can lay in the middle and your wings just lay down next to you, over you.
You also get a bird bath too. Yo. Is there any other bathing quarters here?
Just those 2 little ones.
Oh yeah. I can just precipitate myself clean.
Yeah.
So then there is. Is that like natural light coming through from whatever?
It is literally a glowing white void.
Right. Does it go dark?
No.
Oh. So we got to.
That's why we need to get curtains. That's why we need to get curtains.
Are they curtains?
You can call them bedsheet.
Okay. Well, that works too. So it looks like if
you really want to put the effort in, we can prestidigitate the windows that dirty that no lights enter.
So this is how I'd like to divvy stuff up, right? So entrance to the left, we will have the quarters where we might have someone come in to do business with us.
Yep.
To the right. And then up past there will be the main office, which will be mainly Zarfix is probably going to mainly be there, piling up books. But when any of us need to use it as being the person talking to, that'll be where that will be done. On the right-hand side, we have our war room and mess hall.
Yep, both of those are put into one because only half the group needs to eat.
And then we go to the cellar. That will probably be where we put you, Echo.
Yeah.
Prohoof actually currently, you guys probably would see Prohoof going in and out of the room, like going downstairs, putting the food in the cellar.
Yeah. Then we get to the secondary floor, where Prohoof will get the bigger bed just because wingspan will it'll probably be nice to be able to stretch his wings out a little and let them relax
whilst he sleeps.
I'll probably take the smallest of the 3 rooms upstairs, and Hades will take the take the other room. Because we all have chairs in there, though now we have to get a scene with Prohoof sitting on that chair with a book open about natural selection.
Echo just like brings up the information of natural selection, like the works of Charles Darwin. Right?
The reason why Echo will be going into the cellar, most likely.
Well, unless that's
because-
being used as just straight up storage.
I mean, if we put you in there and we get raided at some point and they go downstairs, they'll be like, we found a golem. And then they
Something
go
to
back
note,
upstairs.
there is a skeleton in the bottom left corner of the
Yeah, I
main
can
floor.
see that.
It is coated in silver.
Righto. Any magic to it?
No.
Okay, so it's not
Silver
gold.
skeleton.
I'm guessing
only
that.
Do either of you want to stick this in your closets?
Huh. That's a funny joke.
I will say Prohoof will keep about like 200 days worth of feed outside.
I really like this little area we have. Like we have Zarfix's keep, and now we have this little
Literal
Oh my God.
home away from home sort of deal.
Oh, this is James. You've outdone yourself.
I'm waiting for something
fell
to happen
asleep.
to bite us in the ass.
I'm waiting for the door to get destroyed behind us when we're all inside and just
Oh,
be like,
yeah.
oh.
The alchemist just wanted to make you as comfortable as possible so you wouldn't come back and mess with the school.
Ah. Well, I'm not messing with the school. I'm just paying for it. I don't think she realizes I got tortured by a dragon. Whatever she can do, I don't think is the same. Though I'm not going to say that because she might say, is that a challenge?
I think she would just say accepted. And you'd be, what did you accept? What did you accept?
Right.
Answer me.
Wait, what's this about exception? Yeah, and the bigger bath would work well for Prohoof and his wings because, you know, wingspan is something that is needs to be taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Just so you know, the water in here doesn't auto-refill. You've actually got to get water from the outside to fill it back up.
Yep.
I was expecting that.
Precipitation, create water. We don't need to get water from the outside.
That does solve
Just
your problem.
Yeah, or if we don't feel like expending like our personal magic sort of energy, we could invest in a decanter of endless water.
No. That could go wrong if we don't have an artificer to set that up correctly. Because if we accidentally have a decanter of endless water that's always on, and a main bursts.
No, we don't want a decanter of endless water that's always on. We just have one, and we use that to fill up the tubs.
Oh, everything just went blurry. Everything is suddenly a lot bigger. Oh dear God.
Zoom out again. Oh God. There we go. He's just moving things.
Yes. Whew. Ah. James, you done it again. McCain, you done it again.
But in all honesty, when Echo decides if he's going to be like sleeping in there, he's probably just going to pick a random chair and sit down in it.
I just like to imagine you fall asleep in the office. Like you'll just pass out right here all the time. Or you pass out here where there's nothing, you just stand right there.
Like he just makes himself stand there as if like he's a mannequin sort
You know
of
what?
thing.
I kind of feel like that would be a better place for you to stand. Considering
Probably.
that it's going to be where you and I would be making magic craft.
More than likely.
But if we had to hide you somewhere, I'd probably stick you in the cellar just so if we ever got raided somehow, the people who came in would find a golem in the cellar and they'd be like, there's a golem in the cellar, make sure he doesn't activate it. And they'll just have me and Prohoof somehow just detained and you just start coming out.
I don't actually see like the...
Yeah, they hear diddly.
I'm assuming the
Dragon Balls are blazing.
I'm assuming that the entrance to the cellar is like underneath the way up.
Good point. Can't actually see the way to get to the cellar. But I feel like maybe it might even be a door that's right here.
Yeah.
It should just be the one there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it
That
goes.
door
Okay.
opens up and goes down.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm. Ooh. Sorry, I just remember that thing. God, this is where everyone stops listening because they're just like, if I wanted to watch Dark Crystal, I'd watch Dark Crystal. God damn it!
Once Profoof is done putting all the feed onto the cart.
Poor Prohoof, like Echo and Zarfix have just like had a full tour of this
Look,
place.
if he wanted us
like
to,
everything where sort of like where everyone's going with no input from him and he's just been lugging things back and forth.
I mean, I think he'd be very happy to know he gets the biggest room after doing all of that work. He'd probably say, "Fuck you, I'm taking it anyway." If we didn't give him that room.
Joke's on you, Prohoof. We decided that the only space for you was the basement.
Not going to lie, Prohoof's actually a little nervous to actually sleep in here. Because what if something happens to the cart?
It's understandable. I think it'd be more like we'd still have like a rotation system.
Yeah.
I'm just putting things in just so that I can.
All good. Feel free to draw as you please.
Hades. Alright, how do you spell Hades? Is it Hades' room or is it just Hades' room?
Hades apostrophe S room.
Yeah, Hades' room. Alright, but it sounds like Hades' room.
But once Prohoof gets all the feed onto the cart, he's gonna then move the cart over to where he can buy, normal people food and water, and he's gonna buy. He's going to see if he can buy 1,200 days worth of that as well.
Of normal people food and water?
Yep.
They're not bad person food water.
You get my point. You get my point.
Yep, that will be about. It should be 1 gold per ration for it.
Okay, so yep, so that should just be 1,200.
You get all of them else right, but you get your own name wrong.
And now I go. What do you mean? How do I get my own?
Zarfis.
Zarfis. Sorry, I was too busy listening to. I don't even think I got that right. Give me a sec.
You just need to add apostrophe S.
Yeah. There. Zarfix room, Prohus room, Hades room. Echoes.
Thing is, you don't really need to put anything down for like that because, again, Echo will just rest wherever and.
Let's go chamber real quick.
CH.
Yep.
AM.
Yep.
BER.
And Prohoof is going to start loading on that food and water onto the cart.
So, Echo's chamber. Well, I'll actually say this is the magic study.
Yeah.
War room. Mess. All. How the fuck do you spell business? I've forgotten how to spell business.
Us.
Yeah.
IN.
Yep.
ESS.
Business room. Very important to have the business room because business is good. Remember that.
And if something isn't good for business, well, we don't talk
Then
about
it isn't. Then it isn't part of the business.
Yes.
Mess hall, study management, war room. And finally, the cellar, which is already the cellar. Alright, I think I have put every room as a name. Hades comes back, I want the bigger room. Just like, but for who swings, I want the bigger room.
You know what we then say? Or you and Prohoof could fight over it.
He'd probably think he'd win to begin with.
Yeah.
Pahoof just doesn't even fly up. He just fights him with his rapier and ends up winning.
You might not necessarily fly up, but I think all it takes is a single dark steel arrow.
Most likely.
So,
To be fair, I am actually. What is it? I think I'm actually resistant to damage because I have a dark steel shield.
So here's the plan, Echo. We're going to make a new spell called Animated Map, right? The map is going to be a scaled map of an area around the cart, let's say 3 bays around the cart, and it will show the terrain. That way, anything within 3 days of us, we can plan out. But to make that spell, we're going to need to think about what sort of thing that is. Because I'm thinking, firstly, it's an enchant spell, because it's enchanting something.
Yeah. Yes, and it will be we would need a map of. The hardest part is having a map. Accurate.
Of course, the map
How
would
would we
only
work that?
show the terrain. It
Yes.
wouldn't show anyone on it. It would just show the terrain and maybe even the weather.
The weather would be at most, yes.
Yeah.
I think if we wanted something that shows people or things that might prove to be a problem, we would need not only more magic power, but also just a lot more, a lot better quality items.
Yeah. So.
And an understanding of various different creatures.
I'm almost tempted now that we have this to once I get Zarsix's parents out of that thing, giving them that lot, just being like, here, have this lot, have all this money. I'm gonna go have my holiday now in this caravan.
This time I am now retiring with my robot friend.
I'm now retiring with my robot friend, and we are going to travel the continent.
Telling anyone that brings us a problem to go away.
Anyone who brings us a problem that they're gonna need to pay hefty fees.
And before we get a week's travel out of the town, and someone just blows the cart up.
Boom.
Yeah.
No,
Blowing up the car would not destroy that door.
No, here's what actually happens. We are moving the cart around, and we completely forget about the meteor incident, and we stay the night for a place, and we're still inside when the meteor hits, and we're in the meteor's impact zone. So we just suddenly we look, and we just hear a crash, and we look, the door's gone, just like
That door is about 400 hit points.
I'm pretty sure the Earth had a lot more, and it got absolutely decimated by that meteor. Time out. Who the hell's putting timeout on?
That's me. You see the little closet in the mess hall? That's
I assumed that's like the
That was
larder.
the food storage. Yeah, I thought that was the food
larder.
storage.
Food storage.
I know, I'm just making a joke.
Move it over here to the cellar. We'll have people in timeout in the cellar. There we go.
Alright,
So,
we'll
Proof,
just like
are
to-
you happy with your location?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy overall.
Alright. Echo, are you happy just sleeping in any room you choose to just by powering down?
Yep.
Hades, are you okay with being in the Hades room? Signs means yes in the eyes of the law. Thank you. I'm glad. And I am happy where I am.
Oh, James, just to double make sure I have this written down, a dark steel shield, doesn't that give me resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage?
let's see. This is a large shield?
It is a dark steel shield.
What is the size of the shield? I think he was asking.
Is it a buckler or a large shield?
Oh no, it's a large shield.
Yeah, it's resistance.
Nice.
Whoa. Music teacher uses Slipknot to teach kids about meter.
What?
Yo.
But is dark steel automatically a +1? Or
No, it is not.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure I got a +1 dark steel shield. Like an actual +1 enchantment. It was either +1 or +2. I'm thinking +1.
Where'd you get the dark shield thing from?
It was from the blacksmith. It was one of the many things I spent a lot of my money on.
As said, we spend a lot of money with that,
Yeah.
dude.
I've just got to see if he's actually capable of crafting. Like, he doesn't normally put enchantments on things, so I've got to see if he's actually capable of crafting a critical on a dark steel item. I don't think he can, but he might be able to.
I mean, I remember him saying during the conversation that he had someone that could put a +1 enchantment on it. So it's an enchantment, not a critical.
Okay. They do have those. Alright. Then it would be a +1 enchantment from it.
Yeah, most likely +1. At least I think. Yeah. At least
Yeah, with +1, your AC is already really good for a goddamn ranger.
I just gotta make sure my AC is accurate.
Oh, shoot.
I thought having a 19 AC for a bard was good, dude.
So either I am 2 above. No, wait a minute. No, I'd be higher than that. Hold on.
Me trying to be the tank of the party. Proof, way ahead of you, buddy. Way ahead of you.
Honestly, the roof is kind of like a combination where if he needs to do melee, he can. He isn't the best, but he can do it. But he is far better at range, just sniping enemies.
Because it's kind of like Echo when it comes. Like, he can stab things, but he is a lot better at melting people's brains.
Just imagine we come across a small pirate ship, and they're like, haha, we got them, boys. Wait a minute, what's that? Oh god, they have a flying thing.
Honestly, if we come across a pirate ship, Echo might just ask Wave to join him in like the most threatening sea shanty that they could just think of.
That would be fuck you with a fucking anchor by what's their name? By Ailstorm, or your pirate ship. You need a bag of dicks. There we go. I have sworn so much in the last 5 minutes. I apologize.
Man, you're not even the one that drinks during sessions.
I may as well during sessions. I feel like I'm losing touch with reality.
Oh, no way. I actually had the Dark Steel Shield in my character sheet. It is a +2. Okay. I guess I was just being an idiot and not looking at it properly.
I'm going to be back.
Alright, so yeah, my AC is actually accurate. I knew there was something that was bothering me.
Now you're ready to sail for the horn. Way, hey, on and gone.
I didn't know you could actually get expertise in, say, archery or something. You know, in James's campaign. Why do I keep getting Chris and James mixed up?
I'm not sure. But this time you didn't say screw you, Chris, so I don't have to turn around and say screw you, Chris. Barracks 2020, sorry, on the 7th of the 2nd, 2022. It's already the second month? What?
Yep. It's like the 7th.
It's the second month? How did this happen? It was only the start of the year, but a blink of an eye ago.
I am back. What did I miss?
Nothing. I just realized it was but a blink of an eye ago. It was the start of the month, and now it's suddenly the 7th of the second month, and I'm sitting there just like, what?
Yep. Tomorrow is my older brother's birthday.
Happy birthday to him. I hope he gets lots of fucking whatever he likes.
No, Jared, it's TV, food.
I hope he gets a TV and food. There you go.
That.
As for when it's your brother's birthday, I hope he gets squashed in a D&D game. When is his birthday?
September. Yeah.
So if it falls on a 2nd, a 9th, a 16th, a 23rd, or a 30th, I can squash him.
Oh, it's just 2 days out.
I have to say, I'm really happy with what I used my special well, I was initially really happy with what I used my special birthday die for. And then James, after he died, insisted it be locked away in a safe.
All right, yeah. He got you to use it on an item and then immediately got murdered and insisted it gets locked away, and then we got back to the evil campaign.
Speaking of getting back to a campaign.
That actually.
Is James here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm just laughing at my own evilness.
I do that too, but no one's usually around to hear me, and it's very sad.
Alright. So, what's your plans?
Now that we're filled up and ready to go, we'll start heading.
Alright, so you guys set out.
Not telling people.
Well, hang on. We'll probably tell Atlas since we'll leave a message with V saying that considering no one actually attacked, that we're heading out.
It gets paper plane to Atlas.
Yep, and we're going to the Goblin Isles.
Alright, and Atlas basically watches from the window as you guys leave.
He's like, thank God they're gone.
That's one worry. Go on.
Empire capital, what?
Alright, so... you guys are sitting out?
Yep, we're setting out down the towns to the roads, to the end of the road all the way down here, and then we'll be heading straight to over here.
So you guys take the road down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that'll take you 38 days.
38 days?
Yep.
Yep.
Not as long as I thought it would.
Remember, those
Well,
roads
maybe-
are actually
Well kept.
treated. Well, not just that, but they're well treated, and because of the forest itself, it actually takes half the amount of time to travel on that.
Right, and then after that,
How many days are in a month?
25.
5.
Oh, okay. During that time, could
Yes,
I
there
have
is enough time. There is enough time for you to train another stat.
however,
Yeah.
me and Echo are going to start training. Well, Echo is going to start training Thing, which means it's going to take my 8 hours as well to train him.
Yeah.
Is that right, James?
Yep.
So I'm going to be training Echo to be proficient in tridents because
Wave.
he is. Because wave, and if I wasn't around, he would trident.
Let's see. What am I gonna?
That's the second. That's the second joke I've made, and I have not yet got any recourse for it. Huzzah!
It's only Skyrim. Fuck that guy.
Wow.
Oh,
Is that because? Is that because?
I'm gonna make it pay.
There's a reason why I make my jokes insulting to people. They typically get as little recourse as possible.
I'm gonna train intelligence again.
Alright.
Oh yes. Screw you,
Make your roll.
James. Skyrim, the 30th of the 1st, 2022.
Man, Proof does not want to get smarter.
But
He's really struggling with math.
You'd think you'd
he went to the wrong person to teach him like math. He went to Echo, and all Echo has brought out is like advanced calculus and all.
No,
Algebra.
and he's just like, so why does 1 + 1 equal 2? And Echo's just like, well, you see, there are 4 volumes, tomes that I have heard of that were written to try and prove a theory on why 1 + 1 indeed equals 2. However, there are also this, and it's just like, I just want math answers.
No,
It's
the
like,
thing is, to completely and utterly screw a Proof, he'd say, "What do you mean? That doesn't equal 2." One, as he would use like a drawing thing or just like a stick in the dirt. 1 + 1 equals a window.
and it actually and 2 + 2 is also a window.
You know,
So
I'd
3 +
forgotten that
3.
joke until just now. That was like 10 years old memory.
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Stop. The thing is, he wouldn't have that memory as Charles.
And let's not forget that. Let's not forget an 8 on its side is infinity. And that 4 is a universal number.
Because everything leads back to 4.
Indeed it does. 5 is 3, 3 is 4, 4 is... Wait, hang on. 5 is 3, 3 is... Wait. 5 is 4, 4 is universal number. 3 is 5, 5 is 4, 4 is universal number. There we go. I got it.
Alright, so you get to
Do
the
you
last town
understand
in
how
the
that
chain.
works, by the way, James? But just before we continue, do you understand how that works?
How which thing works?
What I just said.
Oh,
3 is
wisdom
5,
check.
5 is 4, 4 is universal number. The way that it works is that 4 is the only numerical number in the English language that equals the same amount of letters as its number. So therefore, whenever you say another number, it's that number. Then you take the amount of letters in that number and say that until you eventually get back to the holy number of 4.
Okay, that's pretty clever.
I take no credit on creating that. That was created long before my time.
I mean, if
Pretty
you're bad
sure
at
that
spelling,
was-
2 is 2.
Oh, I am terrible at spelling. That's why I ask other people.
Alright, so you get to the last town. Can you draw out the road that you'll be taking? Or path, I should say.
Alright, so at this town, I'd probably see if I can ask anyone if there is a good way to get there.
Get where?
To the desert village out here, to the south.
We don't
Out
really
yonder.
go out that way. We avoid the deserts where we can. Sometimes adventurers go though. There's not really a good way to get there. Just gotta travel through the shifting sands.
Then in that case, we'll probably want to follow somewhat of a path closest to the water side by looks of things.
Making sure we stay a little bit away from water just in case something from it tries to attack.
Yeah, so if we stay about an hour's travel from the water, but we can still have someone that can keep an eye on where the water is, we'll be able to go to that town. Once we're at that town, we'll then hopefully find that there are roads connected from there to the docks, or that there is a dock there that will take us out to the docks down there, which will take us away further. Also, hang on. Let me just drag this boy over here. Hooray, we've extended the time that we've spent 2 to 3 months just doing absolutely nothing in a town, and finally we've moved. So drawing a thing, Echo, could you just quickly do us a favor?
For what?
Draw what I have put on here as our plotted course. Alright, cool. 13 hexes. We're going off road, so 2 days, and probably shifting sands. We'll add 2 days, so it's looking like it's another month on the road. On the road again.
Technically, let's see, we spent an additional 15 days before we got to that town. How many days will it take from getting to where we're currently at down to the desert village?
Depends how good at navigation we are.
Well, now that you're off the road, I'm going to need someone to be rolling D100s for me.
Yeah. We just want to do it round robin style again?
That's where each person gets a turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll start off with Prohus because he's the first on here.
Well, he just rolled a 97.
I'm going to need 13 from each of you.
what?
Oh,
13d100 from each of you.
oh, that's how many days it takes?
And there's
wow.
more than
3
one
days,
big old lot.
Okay, I think that's like 3 months roughly, if we include the additional 15 from the first leg of our trip.
Alright.
I think.
So,
Oh, I got 100 straight off the bat.
the question
Well,
is,
sorry.
are we going with the order of it? Is it going pro? Oh yeah, it'd be going.
Zarfik's
Prohoof,
first, Echo, then Prohoof. So Zarfik's got
Okay.
a 100.
Don't forget the first 1d100 I did.
100, you see a box on the road.
Prohoof,
Yeah,
Zarfik's
fix it up.
Echo, Prohoof, Zarfik's Echo. Alright.
The only. It's unfortunate because all three of us have rolled at least one below 10.
Yeah, I've rolled 2 below 10, sadly.
So is Prohoof.
Alright, as you're travelling, you see an exterminated zombie horde.
Huh. Didn't realize that zombies traveled this far west.
Oh yeah, no, actually no, I can't comment because Echo doesn't remember the skeletons. That's well. Some ways I'm not surprised. These deserts could be the sand could hide literally anything. The whole layout of that pool, of that drop point changed when it did.
About 2 weeks in, you guys come across what looks to be some sort of crystal? It's almost like a crystal hut.
Nice.
It's off in the distance, so you can choose to ignore it if you'd like.
All in favor of going for what we're going for, say aye. Aye.
Okay, you ignore it.
Unless
Echo's vaguely curious. Echo is vaguely curious, but
Oh yeah, I'm very
that's-
curious.
yeah,
Boss.
but as the old saying goes, curiosity killed the cat.
Okay.
Looks at the cat.
At the 41st day, you can see that the sands begin to rise as the night is beginning to, well, end.
Oh, this will be annoying.
What's
So this is
happening?
what happened. The sands are shifting.
Oh.
I don't exactly know how we're going to be able to keep. It lasted. How long did it last last time? I don't
For
think
you, it
lasted-
lasted the entire night, but this is occurring as the night's ending.
Okay. It occurred the entire night from where we were, but this is occurring when the night is starting. Wait, is night starting or ending?
Ending.
Oh, okay. This must be the starting point for the shift. So by the time it gets to the celestial drop point in the sands, it is nighttime. If any closer to the water, is the sands not shifting, or does it look like it's like
All the way
originating
to the
from-
beach.
Yeah,
You can even see some sand rising out of the water.
yeah.
Right. Will this impede our travel at all?
Greatly.
Damn. Well,
And it's going,
We
and
have
it is also going to damage the horses are also going to get hurt.
Can we do that cube of force thing that you did last time?
I'm not sure whether Way will be able to hold it for long enough, or whether.
Sorry,
And if-
Captain, I can't hold it all day.
Yeah, I didn't think so, and I don't
Meta?
think.
Meta? I don't think anyone can hold it in all day.
James, how big is the door? Would it be all possible big enough to get the horses in?
No.
Yeah, okay, shit. I mean...
You could if you really force them through, but that would be risky to actually get them into the cart first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Plan. We. So, Echo, give me everything you know about shifting sands.
When it starts, it's going to get quite a bit bigger. I believe it was getting. How big was how high, like at their peak, how high were the waves of the sand?
A mile or so.
At the peak, at least where we were, the waves of sand were about a mile high.
In that case,
And every
look for...
and it seemed like we were getting hurt like every minute.
By what?
Not even every minute. Just the sheer pressure of the sand seemed to be like digging, almost trying to go through us.
Right. In that case, we keep moving. We don't stop for as long as we can. And since it's daytime, should be fine for the horses. As long as they're always moving, we should not have to worry about that.
It's more a worry is if they're going to get hurt, how much damage they're going to be able to withstand.
Well, the only other idea I have is that we, make the horses fly.
Prohoof does actually tell Echo to be ready to use a spell to heal them if need be. Until, basically, to give us a buffer of maybe trying to do something.
So the sand slowly rises for the first wave, and you can see when they begin to fall.
Is the sand's like falling on us?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The horses take 6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, I think Prohoof would have an idea. He'd basically tell Echo and Sarthex to help him with the 100 by 100 foot, waxed cloth, and have it help him basically have it to kind of cover the horses, give them some.
The problem is that it's crashing down.
Yes, but if you cover them, then basically give them like some kind of covering. I mean, look, it's something.
If you can make it into like a triangular shapes, then it hits and then breaks and slides sort of 2 different ways around.
Man, imagine if we had Merlin's ability to make things out of water.
It would take him too long, unfortunately, for this.
Yeah, but we could have had that set up long in advance.
True.
However, that is a great idea for travel later on, is to have things like that set up. You might revolutionize this shifting sands trail.
Alright. So you guys set up the triangular top?
Yep.
Alright. These sands fall down and they hit it and they slide off to the sides. And then it begins to rise again and it is taking the top with it.
Prohoof's going to try and grab the tar?
Make an athletics check.
Okay.
I will give you the help action.
Guess a bardic inspiration, so add a D10 to it.
Sure.
But it's more like, what are you doing? Sort of like.
Prohoof's basically trying to grab the top, basically keep it from going with them.
Going with the sand. I don't think you're going to be able to make it. So the bardic inspiration is literally like, the hell are you doing?
24, not bad. Don't forget roll with advantage.
No, it did not. So 24.
So that would be 22 and 24. The 24 is a failure. You can see Pro getting pulled up with the top.
Let go of the top.
Yeah, Prohoof's letting go of the tarp.
Alright, you fall about 5 feet.
Well, yeah, I don't even think that's fall damage.
No.
You'd have to fall 10 feet for it to be full damage.
Alright. What would you like to do?
Should we?
I can cast reduce on the horses, which would allow them into the place, but then they'll sort of sit there in a cramped area, and if they decide to take problem with that, they might end up wrecking the walls.
Can
Or
one
even
of
the
you
door.
roll 1d8 for me?
Oh, sure. I will
Alright.
say Prohoof would be
North,
moving.
east, south, and... Alright.
Prohoof would be moving the cart away from, and so that way the tarp doesn't fall back with most likely extremely added power behind it.
Yep, as you're moving the cart, you can see the top is moving as well.
Okay.
I think we're going to want to reduce them pretty soon here, because I have a feeling that taunt might crush them.
Right.
I mean, at the very least, we can have them either just in the cart, and that might be good enough.
Enlarge reduce only lasts for like a minute, doesn't it?
The other idea I have is
James, I do want to ask. Now, I know getting them actually onto the cart is a problem, but if we reduce their size to medium, and they end up growing back to their normal size, would it be too cramped inside of the actual cart?
You could probably fit just for 2 of them in there. We've got about 5 rounds before the top actually falls.
Just put them into the main house, and Prahoof stays in there to basically help keep them calm.
Right.
Next.
Reduce. Take one of the horses in, then enlarge / reduce. Take the other horse in. Then put echo in, and then get in.
The question is, how are we going to stop the cart from being just like pushed around?
That's why I'm not getting in.
What
are you going to do?
What Zafix does best: start yelling at things he doesn't like.
Okay,
However,
so you're
I
casting
think-
enlarge / reduce on them?
Yeah, and I'm gonna move them into the place. Prohoof, if you could just do some animal handling so that they don't freak out.
Yeah.
Alright.
First, if they're unwilling creatures, they've got to make a save throw, by the way.
I will ask, by this point, do I have proficiency in animal handling? Because I've been driving the cart for well over a year now.
I'm sorry, Charles Darwin doesn't have proficiency in animal handling. What is this?
Yeah, Prohoof doesn't actually... Well, he initially didn't have proficiency in it. Although, I might be able to get it for Prohoof now, because he has been driving the cart for, like, over a year.
Yeah, but driving a cart isn't exactly the same thing as handling animals.
Yeah.
Well, he was also the one taking care of the animals as well.
That's true, that's better justification. 4, 4, 3. Yeah, you can have it. That should qualify.
Now, let me just find where animal handling is on the thing so I can tick it.
It would be in. Which one are you
You
using?
can't really say that because they're all bunched together with in the ones online.
Oh, then it would be in A.
Yep, I found it.
Alright.
James, will I need to make an animal handling?
No, your passive should be high enough. The DC for it's 13.
Does it
Yeah,
does the sands look like they're rising again after slamming on us, like further away?
Yeah, it's sort of like a wave.
Okay, yeah. So we are at the as
Origin
Echo
point.
assumed, yeah.
Or the origin side, I should say.
Okay, so hopefully what we deal with isn't going to be might not get to the sizes that we still dealt with, but it's still going to be a royal pain.
Yeah. And before shifting sands isn't actually sands moving, it's something even bigger.
It's definitely something.
So, there is sand on top of and below the tarp. The tarp is moving south, which is what the 1d8 was for.
Oh, it's moving the way we were.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually kind of hilarious.
That's a bit unfortunate.
I mean, we could end up finding the tarp again. I mean, I did buy two of them. I bought
saying-
Pro, there's worse things than that. So,
Oh, I know.
rain, not so bad because the water gets broken up due to all of the resistance and the water not being held together by anything. Sand is a similar situation for the most part. However,
when
there is a
added-
tarp holding it all together now.
Yep. Whenever this thing hits, it's going to hurt like a mother trucker.
Well,
It's probably
I mean,
going to hit our cart.
it's moving away from us now because our cart's no longer moving.
I mean, the cart could still be moving. You guys, I closed the door on you guys, and the horse is a bit larger. And for all you guys know, the cart is now being dragged away, and I'm being fucking swallowed by sand.
Oh, that's the Echo probably wouldn't have gone inside to let
Actually,
you deal with.
Zarthix, you can actually see the water, so you can actually see that the ground you're standing on is actually shifting in proportion to it.
Huh.
This is the first time someone's actually been in view distance of something that doesn't actually move.
Yeah, I was actually just gonna say, like, I don't think Echo would actually leave Zarthix out there to deal with this by himself, especially seeing as at some point him and Wave can put up a all of force thing to help.
Honestly, Prabhu would honestly just be okay with the door being open, so that way he can at least see out.
No,
Well, there'd also be
door would
sand flooding in.
Yeah, I was
Because
gonna
of
say, no,
everything.
the door is closed.
Oh, no, okay, I get what you mean. Okay.
The door is almost definitely closed.
I got confused about what was.
Apologies. I know that we're in the middle of shifting sands, but I'm starting to feel a little bit crook again.
Oh, good, we'll be finishing up after this part.
Cool.
Alright.
Do you have a plan for this, Zarthix?
Plan is to ride this out, as you can see. We have a pretty sturdy cart for this, and we'll be sticking near it.
So you can see that further south, you can see the tarp and the sand all slant to the ground, and you can actually see the force from it.
And we want to probably...
We're not touching that tarp.
Yeah, we're not touching that tarp.
That tarp is now lost.
Yep.
Over time, you can see it move further and further into the distance and off to the side a bit. Eventually, it gets out of viewing distance.
You know what? I just realized. Is it going to end up accidentally hitting a part of that city? Oh,
It
no.
does.
That
Oh,
tar
does.
is now on the encounter table for the shifting sand.
I'm waiting
The
for.
smashing tar.
Oh god, I'm waiting for someone, a celestial, to go in there, and the celestial just gets hit by 10d10 bludgeoning
15d6
damage.
bludgeoning damage.
15d6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god. I can't.
Alright.
Um,
So the
I
day would pretty
actually
much
love
go
that.
by and you guys should be able to get around fine from it.
okay.
That's 60 bludgeoning damage. So any celestials that are level like 3 and below are
Dude,
most likely dead.
that almost kills Echo.
The average is like 60. The maximum is little more.
Yeah, I
than
know.
that.
The average knocks Echo down to 18 health.
Ouch.
I have to say, I love that I ended up contributing to your encounter table. Oh my god, I find that so hilarious.
Alright.
You know what would be really hilarious? If I ended up hitting Nathan with that in the future.
Oh god.
So, as the day comes to an end, the sands begin to settle down. And eventually it stops, so I assume you continue on your travel, and I don't think you guys got that low again. No. Nope. So, you'd pretty much make it to the city. And
Yeah.
that's where we'll end this session.
Yeah.
I know.
I'd imagine, like, as the day is ending, Echo just spends like the entire time just cleaning the sand out of all the nooks and crannies. Except making, like, because I imagine, like, with all that the sand and stuff, the mithril stuff looks more like normal rope now, would it? Does it? Question. Okay. Oh wait, yeah. If anything, if there was any like rusty parts that actually look